Hello, this video will show you how to use Timetoast. It's one of those tools that we use here in Virtual High School. All you have to do is set up an account, but yep, it's free. Just follow the link for sign up. To create an account with Timetoast, you need to just create a unique username, enter your email, and create a password. When you agree to the terms and conditions and click sign up, you'll get an email at the address you've given them with a link that you can follow to authenticate your account, and then you're good to go. Once you sign in, you'll get to a dashboard type of screen that shows your timelines, and you can see that there is a public timeline for here. This is the timeline to the Protestant Reformation that was created before. To create a new timeline, you just have to follow the link for add a new timeline, and this is what they look like. The first thing you should do is enter a title for your timeline. So after you've typed in your title, you can categorize your timeline, and we'll choose history. And if you want to personalize your timeline, you can choose an image to be associated with it by following the link for choose an image, or you can just create the timeline and click go. To create your timeline, you have to add events to it, so you'll follow the link for add event. Then you get a screen that looks like this. And for this example here, I'm going to use Henry VIII's creation of the Church of England. I don't know the exact date, so I'll just throw January 1st in, but the year is important, 1534. Now I want to create a description here, and it's in this part, in this box, where you will type the reason why this particular event belongs on your timeline. Because remember, the job here is to create the 7 most important steps in the timeline to the creation of an absolute monarchy. So the words you choose here are pretty important. That's an important piece of content. Now you might want to choose an image to be associated with this event. Follow the link for choose an image. And you'll notice when this window opens up that all of the previous images that I've used before are included. This is a Timetoast account I used to create the Protestant Reformation timeline in the example. But in order to, yours will probably not have any pictures here, you have to upload an image, so you will follow the link for upload an image. And that will allow you to look out onto your screen, to your computer, and find an image that you can use. I like to make a plug for Wikipedia Commons, or rather Wikimedia Commons, which is a great website for finding open source images. These are images that are not copyright protected. You are free to use them, and you can search and find a picture of Henry VIII for this example, and you'll be able to find an image that you can download onto your machine and then upload here to be included. So what I can do is follow the link to upload an image, find my Henry VIII picture, have it uploaded, and then choose that image. Then when I create the event, it'll put that on the timeline. The images that you choose are sort of important to see how they fit there, but when you click on any of these events, you'll be able to see that it becomes larger and you can edit these later on. If you find an event that belongs on the timeline and you've already got your 7, if you convince yourself there's one more important one and you have to get rid of one, this is where you can delete any event. You can always switch to view the timeline, and that'll give you an idea what the timeline looks like as you add events to it. Then of course you can edit the timeline by following the link back to edit the timeline. You also have an option with Timetoast to add a time span, and that would be an event that occurs over 2 particular dates. Perhaps you can have the beginning and ending of the English Civil War. You can include that, and the same way you'll have a picture and a description associated with that. You can also edit the timeline, the name of the timeline itself, by choosing Edit Title and Picture. One of the most important things you have to do is share your timeline when it's completed, which means you have to change its status to public. You can see here that the 7 steps to limited monarchy I was making here as an example is not public yet. If I click that publish, it will make it a public document that everyone can see. This one here is already public. You can see that it's switched now to make draft. Before it said publish, I clicked it. This means it's on. So when you look at that timeline, you'll see on the bottom you have an option to share and embed. So what you could do there is share that link.